I'm Seiler. Thanks for joining us on NBC2 News at 11. A massive scene this morning in the early hours in Lehigh Acres. Breaking right now at 4, the man who murdered a teenager inside of a convenience store in Punta Gorda and then set a fire will spend the rest of his life in prison. First at 4, a nightlight is being blamed for starting a raging inferno inside of this home. If not for a smoke alarm, the fire may have turned deadly. President Donald Trump making a big announcement in Florida Friday. Take a look here. This is surveillance video capturing a violent encounter between two passengers on a city bus in Missouri. New at 4, President Trump is in Miami right now issuing new guidelines for Americans who plan to visit the communist nation of Cuba. A local scuba diver gets attacked by an alligator, but he may have the last laugh with this trophy. Brand new at 4, the scuba diver attacked by an alligator is getting its head. NBC2 News Today is bringing you live team coverage of everything you need to know to plan your day ahead. I just spoke with the Cape Coral Police Department. They tell me they are actively pursuing this case, working to track the suspect down. And the lights just came on inside of this store, and this Dodge Charger here, that car that you see right behind the crime scene tape, does appear to be part of this investigation. Patience is going to be a huge factor today dealing with the impacts of this brush fire. Traffic is starting to pick up. Every once in a while you'll get a big wave of a lot of cars moving through this area. I'm standing along Davis Boulevard right now, close to Collier Boulevard, and you can see where those road closures are behind me. Yeah, Clay, good morning. Me too. We talked to so many people who say that that's not the only place that they're finding these. One woman found one crawling in her bed. Another guy actually clings together his shoes every morning to make sure there aren't scorpions hiding inside. Things got so heated last night that people were storming in, yelling at the association president, demanding that the name stay North Fort Myers. He did confirm for me that this was a robbery here at the 7-Eleven in Lehigh Acres. I want to show you the scene right now. You can still see a couple of Lee County deputies. You can see the command post from the Collier County Sheriff's Office behind me. First responders, as you both mentioned, have been working tirelessly overnight to handle this massive brush fire. And if you could see over here at Collier Boulevard and Davis Boulevard, deputies are blocking that intersection right now. These aren't just small twigs and branches. These are huge tree limbs just sitting out here in this vacant lot. They've been sitting here for over a year. Good morning. I'm monitoring multiple crashes this morning. Let's start in downtown Fort Myers near the Caloosahatchee Bridge. There's a crash on the southbound lanes. The left lane is blocked, so avoid this bridge if at all possible this morning. Also, the Midpoint Bridge eastbound lanes from Cape Coral into Fort Myers. Traffic moving very slowly, as well as Colonial Boulevard. This stretch from I-75 going westbound into Fort Myers that ends at Metro Parkway. Traffic is crawling there. Also a crash. This has been going on for quite some time in Lehigh Acres on Lee Boulevard. The left lanes from Lee before Gunnery Road are blocked, and also down in Collier County, a crash on Immokalee Road near Collier Boulevard. Avoid that area as well. I'm Seiler. That's your traffic alert. Good morning. The crash we've been telling you about for the last hour or so has just cleared. That was in the southbound lanes of I-75 right before you get into Charlotte County. So that's moving freely this morning. And a quick look here at Fort Myers. All lanes of I-75 and 41 are all clear this morning. The slight delays that we have are downtown near McGregor Boulevard. I'm Seiler. That's your NBC2 traffic alert. Charlotte County, a community sensitive to storms and at the very bottom of the tropical storm system today.
Just happened so fast, it's amazing.
Water crashing over these sandbags placed along the shoreline as people watch from their windows above.
Florida's pretty flat, so if hurricane comes through, there's not a whole lot to stop it. It just goes where it wants to go.
Calm 1 minute on the Gulf of Mexico this morning. Then a drastic change to severe weather from Tropical Storm Colin.
You can kind of tell what's coming.
Maureen Crunk went through Hurricane Charlie and knows how important it is to prepare. We stopped her on her way home to do just that.
We did buy shutters after Hurricane Charlie. In fact, we're putting them up today, just in case.
Now, people here are staking out the rest of their Monday indoors, hoping the rest of the storm passes quickly and that no more of the shoreline crumbles away than it already has.
Carol, who lives over in A, called me and told me how bad it was, so I came over and took a look. This was still upright. Just the boardwalk there was kind of sticking up in the air.
Look closely behind this tinted screen. Your eyes aren't playing tricks on you. That's a camera, and it can move left and right, up and down.
We don't need that right here.
NBC2 spotted these boxes, some with high voltage stickers on them, throughout River Park.
It makes me feel very uncomfortable, like they're invading our privacy over here.
In 2007, Jackie Dean spotted technicians working on a pole in front of her home. When she asked what they were, she says the man told her they will help with cell phone reception.
I said, "Are you serious?" He said, "Yes." I said, "So that's not a camera?" Because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, that's a camera.
There was a lot of illegal activity going on there.
Penny Taylor, now a county commissioner, was then one of the city council members who voted to use a federal grant to pay for surveillance cameras. The idea was to curb drug-related crime here.
The intention was always for public safety, always. Never intended to spy on one neighborhood over another.
But 8 years later, she says crime has gone down and it's a problem. Cameras are still up. While most people who live here agree,
They're just trying to take this neighborhood, just trying to get rid of a lot of people.
others like Pearl Whitaker have stopped going for walks, no matter what time of day.
Too much people on the street, guys. They don't live here, but they're down there.
A chaotic scene in the middle of a lightning storm, rattling and shaking Fort Myers Beach, and shocking witnesses who saw the unthinkable happen.
By the water was clearly deceased. The other gentleman didn't have a pulse, so we began to give him chest compressions.
Bolts of lightning strike the coastline near Lani Kai, hitting 3 people walking along the shore. Witnesses run to their aid.
The blood was rolling, just floating down to the water's edge, and the water was turning red right there. It was really terrible.
I'm shaken up because it's just, 3 people hit by lightning at the same time. It's terrible.
NBC2 was on scene as paramedics dragged one of the victims to an ambulance, a male in his early 20s and unconscious. Another female victim was awake but incoherent.
She was kind of functioning, but she'd also been hit in her side, like she's burned.
While paramedics cleared the scene in the storm, deputies told people to go inside. Flashes of lightning continued for the next hour. Islanders say in all of their years of living here, they have never seen anything like this before.